2,565 subscribers and counting. Can we hit 5,000 before the end of the year? What's up, guys? It's Chad, and welcome back to the RC Models and 3D Printing channel. It has been about a 4-year journey on YouTube when I started recording modeling videos with a webcam and desk lamps and all that kind of stuff. And now the channel has grown, in my opinion, to something that has been just unbelievable. Now, I know 2,500 subscribers on YouTube these days is nothing. That is for sure. But I am thankful for each and every one of you, and I'm thankful for that core group of about 6% of you that watch almost every one of my videos, or maybe 10 seconds of them. But what I wanted to talk about today was just kind of how I have changed everything, and maybe give some hints and tips to people who are starting out there to avoid the struggles that I went through myself. If you go back and look at some of my old videos, even as recently as the past year, you'll notice just the poor video quality, out of sync audio, this, that, all kinds of stuff that probably would have been subscribers that I would have had and viewers that I could have actually taught something to or learned something from, but they were turned off by a lot of the issues. Some people also get turned off by some of the content that you produce. Probably 95% of my subscribers are drone users, and it usually only takes one misstep, maybe two, for somebody to just say, you don't know what you're talking about, forget it, I'm out of here. So when it comes to building and growing the channel, content definitely is the king. I owe pretty much all of my subscribers and all of my growth in YouTube to the Mavic Pro, because when the Mavic Pro came out, I was one of the first people to get it, and I just was cranking out video after video after video because I had this channel. I was outside doing all this stuff, and I'm like, well, I'm just gonna just put time and effort into it and just put these videos up and see what happens. And the channel grew, and like I said, it probably would have grew a lot faster if I would have had a halfway decent setup like I do now, and I would have taken more time to prepare the videos instead of just going outside and shooting them, coming back, doing a little bit of editing, post-processing, this and that. Some of my videos were off the cuff. I still do an occasional live video and this and that, but not that often anymore. So it doesn't take a whole lot of money to get a good channel going. The additions that I have made here are really nothing. We start with the most important thing I think I've done recently is just to create more of this sterile environment here. My workshop here has all kinds of stuff. It's cluttered. It's got models everywhere and 3D printers and this and that and everything, so these curtains hiding everything. The fill light kit from Amazon, which runs like $50. Good tripods like the Manfrotto here for about $55. This tripod is awesome. I've got a couple of those. Learning how to use Adobe Premiere has been a huge help. That's a big expense though. I know a lot of people aren't into spending that money. I do it just because, well, I do it for you. Audio has been a huge thing. Just this Blue Snowball Yeti microphone has made a huge improvement to the audio over the past 5 to 6 months. Right now, it's running into my iPhone 7 Plus via a VGA, the Apple USB camera to Lightning adapter, and that's how I'm able to record my audio, and then I do some correction on it in post as well in Adobe Premiere. Earlier in the spring, in the first part of the summer, I picked up one of these cheap Canon camcorders with like this wide angle lens here for like 10 bucks that goes on the end. And if you look at some of the videos, you'll see that the wide angle lens just was really bad as far as reflections and light and everything like that, because it's cheaply made and there's a lot of elements in there. So I wanted to come up with a better solution. I don't have the money to go out and buy some expensive camera that a lot of the YouTubers use out there, and I can tell a difference for sure on how better my stuff is now using the iPhone with the Filmic Pro recording app. I would love to be recording on a nice DSLR type of camera, but it's just out of the budget and just doesn't it's just not time. The Filmic Pros app is awesome because it allows you to record your 1080p or 4K off of your iPhone in a higher bit rate, so everything looks a lot better and crisper. And you can also use this app here that it comes with that basically helps you frame it shot. And if I want to, we can zoom in a little bit. It'll do auto lock of focus, auto lock of white balance, all that kind of stuff. And that's kind of going to be the next video that I'm going to go into, because a lot of the material on it is a little older and the interface has been redesigned a little bit, and also just to give you guys some tips and tricks on how to use it. I also use an iPad mount here. I use this iPad here to do a lot of my time lapses, just because you don't need the super quality camera. So with the Filmic Pro, I've been doing time lapses of you know, doing stuff over in the spray booth, 3D printing, that kind of stuff. So it's really cool to add that kind of stuff into the shot. There's just a million different ways you can go about this and things you can do. The bottom line is, you know, I was getting more subscribers. I got a lot of complaints about this and that, and I see somehow the other people, some people have elaborate setups, and in my opinion, I think my content and my channel is just as good as theirs. You know, that's just my opinion. And yet you still have drone YouTubers that have a very, very modest setup, that have thousands of subscribers, that are invited to these DJI events and everything like that, and they're awesome, and I've learned a lot from them as well. So in the end, when it comes down to it, you really just can't go out and copy anybody's style. You got to have your own style and be able to talk in front of the camera and everything like that. I'm pretty happy with the way everything is now. I am putting a lot more time and effort into things, just not throwing these clips up. I'm editing out the ums and the yeahs and things like that. Working on the actual video quality itself, doing some post color correction and grading. Even for this background here, there's still a little bit of that I put in there. I've already mentioned the audio quality, everything else. Now it just comes down to content and keeping up on the industry, and still just remembering that where this channel started, and that it's an extension of myself, that it'll never be a 101% drone channel. I'm still going to put in things that are cool, that interest me, like videos like this, the Lightroom stuff that I did the other day, which I guess is drone applicable. But the modeling and the 3D printing and everything, because I think all of us in common, I don't really know a person that flies DJI drones or flies FPV that hasn't bought a 3D printed part or isn't interested in 3D printing parts, or how to do it and what the actual process and machine looks like. And I know a lot of you have to be sci-fi fans as well, so if I put out a model like the models I'm working on right now with the Stormtrooper with the busted up helmet and the skull and everything like that, I know deep down inside you really like that stuff too. You got to, come on, it's just awesome. It's Star Wars. But anyway guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I just kind of wanted to put this out there and give everybody just a overall glimpse of what's going on and what equipment I'm using, and to let you know that you don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on a super camera rig. It's all about you. It's all about the content, your personality, your delivery. I just know for my channel and what I wanted to do, that I wanted to try to just clean things up a little bit, just make it a lot more presentable, and try to hit that 5,000 subscriber goal. So that's going to be it. Liked it, thumbs up if you like what I'm doing, and thumbs down if you don't. There's always a few of you guys out there. But anyway, we'll see you guys on the next video. We're going to go in depth on Filmic Pro. See ya.